Hey guys, welcome back. I know it's been a little while and I know you're anxious to see my next video. So things have just been a little crazy around here. And we did a little bit of traveling also. And so I thought, what a better video than a video on some traveling tips with kids and on a budget. And also to demonstrate our virtual COVID test that we ended up doing for our international flight. So if any of this is at all interesting or helpful, please like, share, comment, and subscribe. So first off is, if you're traveling with kids, please check your strollers and your car seats. I'm not sure if everybody knows that you can do that, but you can. And I noticed a lot of moms, a lot of parents on flights this time that we were traveling, that they had them with them because they thought that they needed to carry them on the plane, which, I mean, if you want to, or if your child needs a car seat on the plane and you feel more secure with having your kid strapped in a car seat, that's fine. That's totally, an option for you. But please, if you don't want to have to deal with carrying a car seat onto a plane, check it. You can check them both for free. All right, they'll put them at the bottom of the plane, just like your regular checked bags, and they'll give you a ticket for it and everything. Save yourself stress. Just check your stroller and your car seat. Next up is less is best. After traveling so many times with children, me and my husband have come to the conclusion that less is best. If we have the least things to care for in a waiting room, in the lobby or gate, whatever you call it, while dealing with kids, the better. So, it's just, you don't have to deal with forgetting something or keeping track of everything that's with you, and your children. So just try to check all of your luggage as much as possible. We only check one bag for 4 people. I know it's crazy, right? But it has worked for us several times, and we are just more mindful about what we take with us, what's practical, what's realistic. And I don't know about you guys, but in the past, I would pack all this extra stuff because the kids, just in case. Just don't do it. I pack, depending on how long the trip is. Even with our international trip, I literally packed one suitcase for that trip, and it was for all 4 of us. We all had 3 to 5 pairs of clothing, for the trip, and that was it. There was no need for any extras or any just in case, because you're going to be buying extra things possibly on your trip, and you're going to be doing laundry, the second or third day, unless you're going to some place where you might not have access to a laundromat or a washer and dryer. Then by all means, pack more stuff. But if you don't need to, don't do it. Just don't do it. And that way you only check one bag. You only get charged for one bag, and that's it. Okay, and then do carry-on. Some airlines are also charging for carry-ons now. So just do, what we do is we'll carry backpacks. So that way we are hands-free, in case, the kids, it's just easier to have your hands free. So backpacks are really great. And also the kids can be in charge of their own backpacks. They can carry a couple of items that might be entertaining for them, or their electronics, whatever. But they're not heavy. So we're not packing them to the rim, because that way, if we buy a toy on our trip or something, they can have room for that to carry it onto the plane. And so a backpack is considered basically like a personal item. So it's great. It's free. There's no need for a carry-on charge. So, yeah. Number 3 is carry a foldable, collapsible backpack that you can put into any of your backpacks. You can fold them up, put them, pack them. I don't know. There's all sorts that you can buy online that you can just slip into your check bag in case you need an extra luggage for any extra items that you buy on your trip. Or if you don't need it, it's just there just in case. Sometimes we'll even use that extra backpack for your like dirty clothes or things that you want to keep separate from all your other clothes. So yeah, number 4 is don't pay for priority boarding. If you have kids under 2, most flights, at least the ones that I have gone on, and I've gone on a lot of different airlines in my past, and almost, I want to say 9 times out of 10, when they call for priority boarding guests, military, disabilities, the first group that they call up, they usually will say passengers traveling with kids under 2. So if you have kids with you and they're under 2, or at least you have one under 2, you guys can board in the first group of people. There's no reason for you to be paying for priority boarding, you know, just because you feel like you need to because you have kids and you just want to get their kids all strapped in. You already will have priority boarding if you have a child under 2. So don't pay for it. The next one is pack all your liquids, like cosmetics, hygiene products, medicines, all in Ziploc bags. This will help at TSA. This will help for unpacking when you get to your destination, or even when you return and you come home. It's easy to just be able to grab the Ziploc bags out of your luggage, way easier. So you're not like rummaging through everything, or in TSA, if you know they have to search your bag or something, you're not going in there taking everything out of your bag when you're trying to get through there. Also, that way those things don't explode in your checked luggage or in your carry-on. When you get home and you're unpacking, it's so easy to just unpack your luggage, because I can just grab the Ziploc bags and take them to wherever they need to go, to the bathroom, to my bedroom, or to the medicine cabinet. It's all, I just take them with me. And I'm not sitting there trying to decide which room I need to go to, because everything's spread out in my checked bag. So, okay, don't select your seat when you're buying your tickets. I know a lot of people get anxiety about that, especially when they're traveling with kids and things, and you want to make sure that you guys sit together. But honestly, the seats can cost $6 or so to $20, $25. I don't even know, like, depending on if you want first class or whatever. For me, I'd much rather not pay, not even the $6. Like, for me, it's 4 of us, 6 times 4. So for us, like, on the low end. So for me, I'd rather spend that money on my checked bag instead of paying for my seat, right? So this is how I do it. So I save the expense at checkout, and then when I check in with my checked bag, I will have them print my tickets at the airport when I get my checked bag slip thingy or what, and they'll automatically sign us, my group, a seat automatically for free. So there's no reason to buy one online, to pay for it online. Obviously, if that gives you anxiety, just don't do it. Just pay for your seat. But I think it's 9 times out of 10, you are able to sit within the same vicinity. If you have a large group, they will more than likely sit you together. And if they don't do it at the checkout, at the check-in, when you're in the waiting room, or let's say you forget to ask them to sit you together, or the computer doesn't automatically sit you together, when you are in the waiting area, the people that are announcing when they're boarding and things like that, those people usually will have access to the flight information and whatever, and so you can go up to them and you can say, hey, I noticed on my tickets that we're not sitting together and we have children, and so I was hoping that maybe you could change our seats for us. And usually they can, if they have access to that, and then you can just tell them how you would prefer to sit, either in sets of 2 or whatever. Usually, worst case scenario, it's been where, you know, I sit with the 2 kids and then my husband can have like a random seat nearby or like wherever. So, and we're okay with that, just to save that extra expense. So I know it's not for everybody, so so I'm just saying that's one way to do it. Also, let's just say again, you forget to do that, the stewardess will be more than happy to put you guys together. So I know it's kind of a hassle again and kind of an inconvenience for some people, and they'd rather just pick their seat. That's perfectly fine. You guys could do that. I'm just saying that's one way that you can save a little bit of money, but preferably do it when you're checking your bag. That's the easiest way, so you're not having to worry about it. And that way there's more seats available if people haven't selected their actual seats. So the odds are better if you do it at check-in. So yeah, for those of you that want to know the process on taking a virtual test, we took this one right here or right here. Okay guys, after doing so much research on which alternative testing option was going to be the best and least stressful for our family, in the end we decided on a site called gettestednow.com. And guys, I'm so glad we did this because we didn't want to be dealing with finding a testing location and getting into several lines at the airport in a foreign country. So this was great. All we had to do was follow an easy 5-step process. Number 1 was basically order the test kits online. We did it about a week in advance just to be safe. Number 2 was make sure that we packed them and took them with us on our trip. Step number 3, a day before your departure flight, you'll log in and register all of the members of your group so that you can actually take the virtual test. After the registration part, you will get an email that you have registered, and it'll have the time frames of when you should be able to log in and take the actual test. And what was super convenient also was that you're able to do all of your members of your family on the same Zoom call. So you don't have to sign in multiple times if you have several people on the same trip with you. Next, you sign in to get tested. Wait for the certificate in our email, and that was it. It was great. It showed up in our email within 15 minutes and we were on our way. All right guys, I hope this video was helpful, and please remember to visit cdc.gov for the most current guidelines on all things pandemic. And of course, please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye.